Hello and welcome to the monthly reset. I wanted to start off with a reveal of the glasses I ordered 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago was it? I don't know. But like, look how cute these are. And I just love them. They have so much personality. And they go so well with my coat. Also, it's winter again. It was 70 degrees this time last week, and today it is 28, and it is snowing. It is literally snowing. But back to my glasses. They're from Zenni Optical, one of my favorite places to order online to get my prescription glasses. I've been eyeing this pair of frames for 2 or 3 years. I try not to order new glasses too often, only when there's like a super sale. I got these, I think, for $45. Yeah, $45. And the lenses, they're like the blue light blockers, but they're also transition lenses. So they're just everything all in one. And normally this tiny little hair, it's tickling me. Normally that specific lens for a prescription is a $70 lens. I ordered them on Leap Day, and for some reason they were deeply discounted, those specific lenses. Plus there was another 29% off for Leap Day. So I got new glasses for $45 and I love them. I mean, do you see how fun these are? I just love them. But anywho, so welcome to the April reset. I can't believe it's snowing for it, but you know, it'll probably be 70 by the end of the week anyway. I just wanted to check in and say hello because I did a horrible job of talking in the last vlog because there's just a lot going on. But we have a lot of catching up to do because of the ice show weeks. Not just week, but weeks of extra ice show practices. Today, though, the focus is recovery. I'm not skating this Monday, although I normally do. I'm resting midday, but I did have to go to work this morning, and I will have to go back this evening. But right now I'm at the chiropractor because I did not get to go Friday because of the Friday show, and hopefully they can fix me because I'm pretty sore. But I'm also going to stop by Target to pick up an order, and I have to stop by the vet for Junior's, not antibiotics, it's like a gut health thing. Basically, because he has been on antibiotics since November, his poops are really weird. To put it simply, sorry for starting off immediately talking about poop, but his poops are weird, my dude. So he needs some help. He needs a little love here. So I'm gonna pick that up and then head back home, and I will check in with you then on what we need to do next, because I don't know. I need to look at my to-do list. I do know we need to clean out my backpack for my show because it's just sitting in the foyer. It's been there for 2 days now, and that can't be like that. Wait till I show you the house. Wait till I show you what's happening at our house. Oh my gosh. It's a lot. There's so much going on right now. And I don't know how I'm magically getting things done, but you do what you gotta do. I still can't get over these glasses. This is what happens to my hair after I wear a hat. It's so lopsided. Anyhow, it is Tuesday now. Sorry, I ate a granola bar and I don't like the leftover texture in my mouth at all. I just got home from the rink. I know I said I was going to take time off for the rink. I did. I took 2 days. I need to skate at least one other day this week, and I was like, Tuesday and then Friday I have a lesson with my coach, and I coach as well. So I thought that was spaced out enough because I'll have tomorrow completely off of moving my body. It'll just be sedentary work. Well, let's be honest, I never just sit. But I took it easy. I just did some spins, just to keep my feet underneath me and whatnot. But we're home. Well, we're kind of home. I'm gonna show you my house because currently I'm parked in my neighbor's driveway, and I'm gonna show you our house, and then I'm also gonna show you the pile of trash that has collected in the car because we haven't parked in our garage, and we kind of just scoop it up and put it in our trash can right then and there, and it's gotten large. It's gotten very large. So I'm gonna do like a quick clean out of the car as well. But here's an update of what's going on at our house. Right now, our foundation is letting in water into our crawl space. So over on this side of the house, as well as over on that side, you can kind of see where it's all dug up around the foundation with this little guy, and also there it is, that little guy. There's that nice big pile of dirt, but they're digging it up, moving the earth away from the foundation essentially, and then they're going to, I think they already have on one part, they're putting down more concrete. They're fixing the foundation. And the funny part, this is the insane part. So the foundation they're fixing is the newest part the newest part of the house that was probably poured in the early 2000s. So it's 20-ish years old. The other half of our house was built in the 80s. It is 40 years old. And the foundation is fine, except in a spot where basically they just broke into the foundation to put like the gas line and stuff. We just discovered that's an additional portion they're going to have to fix, but it's literally like a small little portion versus how it is here. And they ended up ripping out some of our bushes that are like right under my bedroom window, which I don't mind because so many creatures like to live in those said bushes where it's nice and cozy and warm. And I don't really like when the creatures crawl into the wall. It's happened once or twice. I don't care for it. It's very creepy. It's right by my head where I'm sleeping to hear like scratching from the inside of the wall. Don't like that vibe. So the bushes are gone, and between like my bedroom windows and then my mom's bedroom window, there's also a little shed. Like between that shed and my bedroom window, we're going to actually probably have not these same guys. These are the foundation guys. We're gonna have different guys who do concrete, pour a concrete pad, and I think we're gonna put a shed there because we don't have a lot of storage. We don't have a basement, we have a crawl space, and you can't store stuff down there really, and we don't have an attic. So it's actually shocking how little like crap we have. Like we let go. We donate things, we resell, we do not hoard. It's just not the vibe. So we'll put a shed in that blank spot. But yeah, this started actually last week and it's continuing this week and probably next week and probably the week after that. And it's the second to last week of March. This is probably going to continue all April long, but it's okay because we're kind of getting it done before everything is starting to grow. So a lot of the yard will be able to recover in time, all of our plantings and such, except for those bushes they ripped out. It is what it is. They've been there for 40 plus years. I feel bad for them, but they've only housed creatures that lurk in my walls in the middle of the night. So it is what it is. But let me show you the trash pile in the car that I'm about to clean out. We'll do that, and then I will catch you again because we need to go over our goals. I forgot to do that last month. I told you it was bad. Look how bad this pile of trash has become. That's an empty tissue box. So I have some Kroger bags, and I'm going to clean that out as well as go through whatever it is over here because that's not good. That's not the vibe. Okay, it's better. But clearly I need to take the mats out and wash them down. But it's way too cold to do that. I'm not going to do it this week. But next week my little spring break starts. And if it's warm enough one day, we're pulling all the mats out. We're going to hose them down, scrub them down, vacuum in here, wipe down all the surfaces, and clean. Look, I filled 2 bags full of garbage. I mean, in my defense, I was out way more last week, so I had to eat in the car, like, every meal. So, but it's better. Look at all the little flowers popping up. They're so cute. It's actually sunny. It's cold, but it's sunny. I can't even see, like, my computer screen. It's so bright. What am I doing? I wanted to check in and go over goals and also talk about some of my favorites. Dang it, I forgot my book downstairs. We'll have to film a little book review later. We'll focus on talking about goals, what's been achieved, what hasn't, as well as some favorites. And I can kind of go over the comparison of posting shorts, reels, and TikToks, because I've been doing that. I don't know if you noticed. First, let's go over goals. I've been doing a pretty good job of reading books, even with how busy I got. I read just 2 this month. I'm almost done with the second one. I will probably be done with it in a couple days, if we're being honest. Maybe by the end, the next 2 days probably. Putting a jump in a program. I actually mentioned this in the last time we went over the different goals, and I did do a jump in a program, but it wasn't a full complete program. So like I kind of gave myself a half done for that. And now I can say with 100% certainty that I have completed a jump in a program multiple times now and in a nice show. So I feel very happy about that. As for getting my double flip or my double toe, right now everything's kind of on hold because of my ankle. So that's a little frustrating. However, even with my ankle issue, I have been doing a very good job of stretching more regularly, and I've taken a couple of Epsom salt baths, and I definitely got my monthly massage in. I did it actually the week before the ice show to try to relieve some of the swelling in my ankle. I am one step closer to like selling my art in an art fair, which is kind of exciting. There is a weekly farmers market, yes. That'll be like every Saturday starting next month in May till I think October or something like that, and that might be more of an option
for me because it's local, it's not as big of a deal. And yeah, we'll see what that's all about. Sorry if the lighting's changing. There's some clouds. Utilizing all my content. I've been doing a little bit better of that now that I've been posting the reels and shorts and TikToks. Speaking of posting, it is very interesting to see how they perform better or worse on different platforms. It's also interesting because now TikTok is possibly going to be banned because our government focuses on the wrong things. Like there's so many other actual problems and they're like, TikTok is a security risk, and the FBI is literally like, no, it's not. You're just hypothetically suggesting that it's more of a security risk than, I don't know, let's say Facebook, where they planned a literal insurrection. Just gonna point that out. But yeah, so we might not even get to finish comparing to TikTok. I don't know. I have like 40 videos, 40 shorts, so to speak. But I have noticed on Instagram, I don't know, it's just, Instagram is weird. I don't understand the algorithm. I don't really understand what gets pushed. I don't understand when, what time, what day is best to post. I know, right? However, on YouTube, you guys seem to actually be enjoying more short form content. So I'm gonna keep that in mind. I'm still gonna do these vlogs because I enjoy this process, like sitting down and thinking. But I'll just think about how these can transfer to shorter forms, if that makes sense. Now I want to go over my favorites and fails. I want to go over my favorite foods right now, as of right now, because I've been experimenting with some other dishes, but I haven't really filmed making them. But I made this like pad thai orange chicken situation, and I grilled up a bunch of vegetables. That turned out so good. And then I've been craving like a portobello burger minus like the burger bun. Like I just want a big mushroom smothered in cheese and onions. So I made it for the first time in the oven and it was so delicious. It was like really good, and I will be making it again soon. It's a nice alternative to like the pizza nights, just trying different dishes, you know? Also, this is my current favorite soup. This soup is so good. It's so creamy without having like cream or cheese or any dairy of any kind in it. I love to use it with angel hair pasta, and I put in just a tiny bit of sriracha sauce, and it tastes just like the tomato sauce that was in this crawfish Diablo that I used to get at a local restaurant. Obviously, I don't eat meat anymore, but the sauce was always so good, and it tastes the same. It tastes the exact same. It has that little bit of kick to it, but it's not too spicy, and it's just so good. And I've recently got some like vegetarian meatballs that are really high protein, and I throw those with it. And to be honest, I eat it for breakfast a lot of the times. Like I like to make a little bowl of like pasta with some meatballs and that's how I like to start my day. And by start my day, I mean I actually have my breakfast at like 11:30 or noon because I can't eat before I work out in the mornings. Also, I've started looking at online classes that you can take for free from Harvard Online, and I think I have the first one I want to take picked out. Maybe like after spring, my little spring break, because I have some projects I want to work on. Maybe then we'll start on that. That could be fun. And maybe like I'll take the class and take notes and put together a presentation for you guys of what I learned while taking that class, or what I found most interesting. Not really everything I learned, to info dump. I love to do that. Now on to skincare favorites as well as some fails. I used to use a glycolic toner, but it was on disposable little pads, like face pads, and I just didn't feel like that was very green, so I stopped using it, even though I liked the product itself. But I kind of missed it. It just was like the thing that made my skin like really smooth. So I started using The Ordinary's glycolic acid toner. When I tell you, the first night I used it, when I woke up, I was like, oh, my skin looked like it belonged to an 8-year-old. Like it had just immediately like smoothed everything, and not in like a anti-wrinkle, well kind of I guess slightly in an anti-wrinkle way, but it just got rid of that dullness. I don't know, it's a really good product. Obviously I don't use it every day, and I kind of have gotten more into skin cycling, which leads me to some of the fails. I got that sample of, what is it called? I'll put it up on the screen, but the lactic acid treatment. Now I already used The Ordinary's lactic acid, so I thought my skin would be fine with this. I was was wrong. This product clearly has like a scent to it. The Ordinary is just 2 or 3 ingredients, but this was a little more intricate. And when I put it on my skin, it immediately burned, and not in a active ingredient kind of way, but in a, there is perfume and alcohol in it, and it just immediately burned. And I just focused kind of on using it up so I could get rid of it. I didn't like that product. I know a lot of people kind of love it, but it was not for me. Another product that I didn't really care for, just indifferent. I was more indifferent towards, was the avocado eye cream from Kiehl's. My mom had gotten it, didn't really care for it. It was like, here, you can use it up. It's just not special. It is a gentle eye cream. It just didn't pack in a lot of moisturizer, which is what I want. I prefer more of an eye balm for my under eye and my eyelids too. Those get chapped, you know, and like dry in the winter. So it was kind of like not moisturizing enough for me in particular. But if you have really oily skin, it might be good for you. And another sample my mom gave me that I'm kind of like on the fence with. I'm more off the fence. I'm more like, ugh. But it was this, I think, a Veen little acne treatment. You bored, dude? And I wore it under my makeup for the ice show because when we did dress rehearsal, I didn't wear any like anti-acne skincare underneath it, and I immediately like started to break out. Even though I wash my brushes and I don't apply the makeup directly from like the applicator to my skin, it's just, you know, you're sweating in makeup. It's the one thing you're not supposed to do in makeup. So the other 2 shows, Friday and Saturday, I wore this underneath, and it did relieve the acne. However, it severely dried out my skin, like really bad. And it's like, okay, do I want a bunch of zits on my face, or do I want kind of dry, flaky skin? You know, you kind of have to pick your poison. So in a sense, I'd prefer not to be absolutely covered in zits, although you can see I have one healing here, here, and here on my neck somewhere. And then I had a lot on my forehead from the first day. It is what it is. It's definitely not an everyday use item for me, skincare wise, but I can see doing it again when I have to wear makeup and sweat in it, or just wearing makeup for a long period of time because I'm just so prone to breaking out. Even if it's like non-comedogenic type makeup, that's just how it be. I think that's all. But yeah, I think that concludes the little monthly recap I wanted to do. But I'm gonna go work on finishing up editing the ice show vlog that I want to go up tomorrow. I'm about halfway through it, and then I will catch you again later and we'll do a book review. Hopefully I will finish the second book that I've been reading this month in time so I can review both of them. Fingers crossed, I would like to do that. But I'm so excited to talk about books. And I ordered a book. Books are next. Books are next.
You're just a sweet baby. Love you so much. Oh my goodness.
Let's talk books. First, we're gonna start off with a couple book reviews. Are you ready, Josephine? The 8th book I read this year was Almost Just Friends by Jill Shalvis. I loved this book. I absolutely adored it. I know. It's your classic, slightly spicy chick lit rom-com situation. The setting where it was, I could really visualize the tiny little town that they were in. I wanted to go there. I don't know if it's an actual place technically, but I'm sure there's places similar to it. Getting off track. I love the storyline. I really liked the development of all the characters. Of course, the main characters were a hetero couple, but one of her siblings was queer, and that just made me so happy. Not a lot of this genre explores the LGBTQ plus community, let alone gives them like a relationship. Sometimes there'll be like a fun character in there just for comedic relief, essentially. I find that slightly offensive. They were a fully fleshed out character and they were in a relationship. Normally they stray away from mentioning that they're in a relationship, and it was good. And even though the book was spicy here and there, it was still so wholesome. You know, you have your family, but you also have your chosen family, and you never know who's gonna become family. It was like a warm hug. I'm definitely giving it 5 out of 5. Lots of warm fuzzies. This is the 9th book I read this year. Poor Unfortunate Souls by, oh, there's my bookmark. I'm gonna want that. By Serena Valentino. Now, first, the cover. It's Ursula. It has 2 covers. There's the second one. That's Vanessa, if you remember from The Little Mermaid, from the original, which was my favorite Disney princess movie growing up. Now, I did not realize that this was the 3rd book in the series, and I was supposed to read the 1st and 2nd, but it's a good standalone read. Like, I didn't feel like I was missing out on anything. Well, a little bit with like 3 of the characters, but there are a bunch of books. So I guess like the first 3 books technically go together like as a series, but the author did a bunch on the perspective essentially from the villains and like what made them who they are and why they're doing what they're doing and just the backstory. I feel like the Disney stories that we grew up with were very black and white thinking, and there's always a catch. There's a spectrum. There's the gray area. I feel like this is the more real world perspective of all those Disney princess movies that we grew up on. But I really liked it. It was a really quick read. It wasn't even 200 pages, but I purposely picked the shortest one because I was having a really busy week. So with that, I think I would give it only 4.5 out of 5 stars just because I wish it was a little tinsy bit longer. I would just like more. Just give me more. But I have more. In fact, I have most of the series. I think I'm only missing the last 2 books that she's done, so I might have to order those in a few months. We'll get there. I love having a series that I can go back to and pick up. I think each book will be standalone like this one was, but it's still slightly connected, so it's kind of like a comfort zone. Like you can just go back to it and it's nice and cozy. Okay, my mom gifted me a little golden book for Ice Show because I skated to Poker Face by Lady Gaga. So she gave me Lady Gaga's little golden book, and it's so cute. I had to share it. Like, look at that. And it's like her whole story and her message and her goals, and it's just gonna be a cool little collector's item, I think. Okay, so here's the book I ordered. It's Howl's Moving Castle. I'm so excited. So there's 3 books in this series. Howl's Moving Castle is one of my favorite Studio Ghibli movies. But yeah, I'm very excited to read this and read the other 2. And then today one of my students brought me 2 books, both by Debbie McComber. We love Debbie. 74 Seaside Avenue and Ready for Marriage. Now, I forget which one. This one. Okay, this one, I'm probably going to read this next because Easter is not this weekend, of course, but next weekend. And there's 2 books in this, and the second one is A Family for Easter. You know, why not get in the season? So I'm probably going to read this. In fact, I'm going to put my bookmark in this right now. That's going to count as 2 books. I've already read 9 books this year. I don't know how many weeks we are into the year, but I feel like that's almost a book a week. And basically at the halfway point of how many books I read last year, and it's not April yet. I want to toot my own horn, but dang. I've been prioritizing rest more this year, trying not to feel so burnt out, and I've done so successfully so far. I'm a little burnt out right now, but not like unbearable, but starting Tuesday at 10:30, I'm on my spring break, and I'm so excited. I'm really excited. I have a lot of like house projects I need to do, but I'm guessing we're gonna be doing a lot of reading as well. But yeah, I think that's it for the monthly reset. I don't know how I magically got all of this done with how busy my schedule has been, but we did it, you guys. But yeah, I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're excited for April and for spring. For spring, yes. It's so cute. And we will see you when we see you. Right? Are you sleepy? How are you sleepy? You've just been napping. In fact, we took a nap. I actually took a nap today. I don't know how. I just must finally be like calming down. And my nervous system is like, we could use a nap. Say bye. Bye, guys.